The letter arrived on thick, expensive paper, the kind that felt like a warning. The HOA was demanding, for the third time, an inspection of my property's outbuildings. I'd ignored the previous ones. The old barn at the back of my 10 acres wasn't their concern. It was my grandfather's sanctuary, a place of rusted tools and quiet memories, smelling of aged wood and motor oil. They didn't like being ignored. The first sign something was wrong was the fresh scratch on the barn's heavy padlock, a lock my grandfather had sworn by. The second was the sound of muffled, panicked voices from inside. A cold anger settled in my gut. I didn't call the police. Not yet. Instead, I called my grandpa. He arrived in his old truck, moving with a quiet, deliberate calm that I'd learned to respect. He didn't say much, just inspected the lock and then the barn's main doors. He'd built this place and he knew its secrets. With a grunt, he slid a heavy, weathered 2x4 through the special iron brackets on the inside of the doors. Brackets I'd always thought were for bracing against storms. He gave it a solid thump. It was a lock from the inside, simple, brutal, and utterly effective. Then he pulled out his phone, not to call the sheriff, but to open the security app linked to the motion-activated cameras he'd insisted on installing last year. The screen lit up, showing 3 very well-dressed, very trapped individuals. The HOA president, the head of the architectural committee, and a man with a clipboard looking profoundly uncomfortable. We didn't say a word to them. We just waited. 15 minutes later, the sheriff's deputy pulled up, looking bemused. "Got a call about a trespassing situation?" he asked. My grandfather just nodded toward the barn. "Heard some noises. Went to check it out. Found them inside. Secured the premises until you could arrive." The deputy shined his flashlight through a crack in the wood. The beam illuminated the HOA president, her face a mask of flustered indignation. "You can't keep us in here. This is false imprisonment." My grandpa, a man of few words, finally spoke, his voice like gravel. "Funny. That's what I was thinking when I saw the broken lock on my door." He held up his phone, the video of them sneaking inside playing on a perfect loop. "Trespassing and breaking and entering, I believe it's called. We have it right here." The look on their faces, a mixture of sheer panic and utter disbelief, was something I will cherish forever. They'd expected to bully a homeowner into compliance. They never expected to be outmaneuvered by an old man and his barn. The deputy couldn't hide his smile as he asked the question we'd all been waiting for. "So, folks," he said, addressing the trapped trio, "you want to explain why you felt the need to break into this man's private property?" The silence from inside the barn was louder than any excuse could ever be.